Hello YouTube, and I want to thank you for all the subscribers that you've come back this week. If you are new to the channel and you love Corvettes, you like drones, then this is definitely going to be a channel that you'll want to subscribe to, because I'm out with the Corvettes. I've put GoPros on my car and we get some great footage and some great aerial footage as well. Now, if you are a current subscriber, you might realize something is a little bit different. But that's another story and another video. Guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it.
Oh, baby, baby, I want to feel your love. 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 I want to feel your love.
Well, guys, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of waterless wash on here with the Greedos Speed Shine. It's just like this. I use this anytime I'm just going to clean the car. I do, as we get into the summertime, I will probably usually wash it maybe once a month with a full foam cannon and all of that. But just as, I mean, this isn't a daily driver for me, so it usually sits in here till the weekend, and then I go drive it all the time. Especially if we're going somewhere with the Corvette Club, I'm driving. So I always kind of start from the bottom. I've actually already done the hood, and then I've already kind of done the back piece here. So I'm going to be doing the sides and then the hood as I talk to you guys about this car. Now, I purchased this car in February. I purchased the car in February of last year, 2016. Well, the years just fly by nowadays, don't they? And before I purchased this car, I owned a 2016 Mustang GT. Beautiful car, as you can see. Turned 40 years old, and I thought, you know, every 40-year-old has to buy some type of car. We need a car when we turn 40, ladies. And so I went down and bought the Mustang. You know, it was like $41,000. I was like, whew, you know, paid cash for it. And I had it 45 days, people. 45 days I had that car. I didn't wreck it. I test drove one of these. And you may be saying, Chuck, why did you test drive a Z06? Well, the opportunity arose for me to drive one. And so I got in it. And you know how you walk into a new house, or you walk in, or you see that car, and it's like, I've got to have this car. I've got to have this house. I mean, it's just like everything is perfect about it. Got in, I test drove it. The power was amazing. It's, you know, this car has so much power. It's more than enough power. Let me tell you this. I know there's a lot of people, I mean, there's people on YouTube, there's people around. I mean, they're putting cams on these cars. They're putting pulleys. They're trying to get to 1,000 horsepower. If you want to go out somewhere and just drive in a straight line, then by all means, just put as much horsepower as you can in that thing. You don't need to add any horsepower to this car. This is more than enough horsepower for anybody. And You know, I bought a Z06 probably because they didn't have Grand Sports out at the time. You know, if they would have had the 2017 Grand Sport out when I bought this 2016 Z06, I probably wouldn't be standing here in front of this car right now. And you might say, Chuck, you know, you got a Z06. What are you talking about? Well, Grand Sports is basically a Z06 without the LT4 engine in it. And it's a whole lot easier to manage. What this car will give you is if you're one of those guys or you're one of those ladies and when you pull up to a stoplight.
To drag here back in high school, that railroad crossing up there is exactly a quarter mile away from here. On green, I'm going for it.
And this is definitely the car for you. If you love the Z06 body and you love its stance and how it's aggressive to the ground, you like, you know, just everything about how this car looks. Let me just tell you this, save the $20,000, $15,000 to $20,000 and get the Grand Sport. Because you're getting everything this car has except for that 650 horsepower, you're getting 460. And 460 horsepower and 3.6 seconds in the 60 is plenty enough. Now, again, if you're a guy that just wants a Z06 or a lady who just wants a Z06, then believe me, this car is everything that you can imagine it could be. You know, another thing I love about this car is, of course, I went with the red interior versus the black, as you guys can see. Guys, whenever you get into this car, it is a cockpit made for the driver. Everything is pretty much turned towards you. One of the first things I did to the car was I put on, of course, the Course Extreme exhaust system.
Problem, Coach?
No, Jesse, no problem at all.
You want me to do it again?
Yeah, that'd be great.
X-pipes, also changed out the horrific, and this is one of the things I think the only thing I don't like about this car is that it comes with Brembo brakes. Brembo brakes on a car like this, GM, it's one of those things, General Motors, GM, Bowling Green, whoever it is, I think every one of their cars just need to have ceramic brakes on it. Because that cuts down on the brake dust by at least 75%. It's horrific. If you've got a Corvette or you've got anything with Brembo brakes on it, I know they've got great stopping power, but just the regular brakes, the metal brakes, they shouldn't be on any of these cars. Everything should be ceramic. Well, guys, as we're cruising along here, I wanted to just remind everyone, maybe you're new to the channel, or maybe you've been here for a while, I love to share you guys' cars, fishing boat, truck, you know, whatever you've got. And I think it's just a nice way of incorporating you guys into my videos and allowing you guys to share something that's important to you to everyone else. So if you do have a photo, small clip, you can send it to me via email. My email is located in the description below, and I would love to be able to not only see your vehicle or bass boat or motorcycle or whatever you might have, but I'd love to be able to share that with the community. So if you are new to the channel, feel free to send those in. I usually only put those at the end of videos in which I'm doing something with the vet show or vet club, or doing a Corvette show or something of that nature. So guys, I look forward to seeing those pictures, and I appreciate it. That's this week's video. Next week I will be back out with the Corvette Club, as we're going on a cruise to Seminole, Oklahoma, where it's a big barbecue place. Heard the barbecue is excellent there, but we're also going to be having a car show where $300 goes to the first place. No, let me get that back. Was it 3? I can't remember how much, but it's a pretty significant amount of money that's going to first, second, and third place. So I may leave the GoPros on just to catch some reaction while I'm out there with the people walking by, and just seeing what they say or what they think about the car. But guys, we're ramping up into the springtime season, so we're going to be going on a lot more cruises. Going to be taking you guys with me. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Also guys, Brad was the winner of last month's $100 Amazon gift card, and I sent that to him on Friday. No, I sent that to him on Wednesday. He got it on Friday. He sent me an email back saying he got it. That was kind of an ordeal to give it away. I had actually went there, did all this work stripping it down and getting them. It was just a nightmare. And you know, being a businessman, I thought this has got to be a whole lot easier, and there's got to be a better way for me to be able to share more with more people. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, you know, it's kind of like anything else. When you first start something, you figure out what doesn't work and what does. And for me, waiting a month to give something away to somebody is just too long. So what I'm going to be doing and making it very simple for people is, several of you told me you didn't even have Instagram and weren't interested in Instagram. And I want each and every person that watches my video to simply be able to be involved and have a chance to win some gift cards. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is going forward, today this video is dropping at Saturday at 9 a.m. This next Friday, all you have to do is number one, you got to be a subscriber, but all you got to do is give the video a like, thumbs up, go down and drop a comment. You know, drop a comment about, you know, if you like the Grand Sport versus the Z06, or maybe you have a Grand Sport. Maybe you don't even have a Corvette, maybe you want one, or maybe you just have a Dodge, or you've got a Hellcat, or you've got a GT, and you doing some modifications to it. You know, let me know below what type of modifications you've done to your car. You know, I always like to hear what other people are doing to their rides, because it kind of gives me, you know, some ideas about what to do to mine. So all you gotta do is go down and drop a comment. You know, whatever you want to say down there, I read all of them, and almost everybody I try to reply to, except we do get some knucklehead stuff sometimes. I just, you know, if you're gonna leave something stupid, then I just block you anyway and delete it, and you know, you can't leave any more posts. Again, I don't mind criticism. I don't mind being told, Chuck, if you need to think about doing this, or because I've taken a lot of things that you guys have said or my subscribers have said, and I've made some changes in the way I make my videos based upon, you know, that feedback. So I love feedback. Just don't be stupid on it. But I'm going to start giving away every Friday. I'm going to give away a $25 gift card, whether it's to Starbucks, whether it's to Chick-fil-A, whether it's to Amazon, you know, whatever. Amazon's got a whole bunch of different options as far as gift cards. And I'm going to simply go on Fridays, pull up all the comments that have happened to the last week's video, and throw it into a random drawer, draw it out, and then I'm going to reply to you on that exact same comment that you sent me. So on Friday evening, make sure you go back, and if you haven't been on YouTube, make sure you go back and check and see if I've sent you an email, or I've replied to your comment that you put on there saying, hey, you won. Now that doesn't mean I may not reply to it during the week, like, hey, I appreciate the feedback, or I appreciate, you know, you watching, but whoever wins, I'm gonna come on your comment and say you won. And then from there, all of you know, if you don't know, down in the description I have my email address. And all you need to do at that point, you don't even need to reply to me. All you need to do is go down to the email address and send me an email saying, hey Chuck, here's my address. That way I can send it to you. And I'm gonna do this each and every week. So there's 5 weeks, 5 videos in a week, then I'm gonna give away 5 $25 gift cards. If there's only 4, then I'm gonna give away 4 $25 gift cards. And I'm gonna let you choose what you want. I'll give you some options and you can say, yeah, I'd rather have this. I'll send it right out to you. Again, I appreciate you stopping by this week's video. And until I see you next Saturday at 9 a.m., you guys have a blessed week. You know, guys, one thing that's really cool about being out in a Corvette is just the reactions that you do get. Now, sometimes I know the reactions come from, like this gentleman here, he's rolling down his window trying to be incognito and kind of like, hey, man, check out that car. They may be looking at the GoPros because I usually have several of them on there, but it's just really cool to see people's expression. You got a lady here giving me a thumbs up. You got a guy right here giving a thumbs up. But people love to be on YouTube. People also love Corvettes. Guys, have a great week.